First Chronicles 16, 17:16 through 20. Then King David went in and sat before the Lord and said, Who am I, O Lord God, and what is my family, that you have given me all this? Now, most likely, this represents him sitting in the temple in the presence, somewhere where the Lord came upon him. Because he didn't actually go to heaven before the Lord to speak to him. He went to a place of prayer. He called on the name of the Lord, and the Lord was there to hear him. It's more what it's saying. Now, what he's saying is he's being humble. Even though the Lord's promised him this, King David realizes he ain't worthy of what the Lord's promised him. Oftentimes, if we're willing to submit to the Lord, He will always give us stuff we're not worthy of. We weren't worthy of Him sending Jesus for us, but He did because He loves us and has mercy upon us. Whether we receive Him or not is our choice, His will. But we are given, regardless. Verse 17. Now this is verse 16 is a response to God's promise in the chapter. Verse 17. For all the great things you have already done for me are nothing in comparison to what you have promised to do in the future. For now, Lord, O God, you are speaking of future generations of my children being kings too. You speak as though I were someone very great. See, David wasn't trained to be king, brought up to be king. He was brought up as a shepherd. He became king because of his faith in the Lord. The Lord made him king. Who is he? This is the attitude he has, that those who come after him become king. He ain't a great soldier. He became one through the Lord, but he wasn't one prior to him being called king, being anointed. All the good David is because of the Lord. He's saying, why permit anyone who come after me to be great? Because you're the one that made me great. It's all you, Lord, is what he's saying. It has nothing to do with me. It has to all have to do with you. And the Lord will bless us sometimes. And oftentimes, the good in us, we see, is the Lord. It has nothing to do with us. It just has us, the fact that He's grown in us and developed in us. And David knew that. David knew that without the Lord, he would simply been a shepherd. Or simply been playing the harp. He wouldn't have been king. David was wondering, you took mercy on me, Lord. That was great. But now you're promising things for generations to come. Jesus would come through David and be the ultimate blessing and ultimate promise. Verse 18. What else can I say? You know that I am but a dog, yet you have decided to honor me. A dog. Insult, down. Jesus said, don't throw your pearls before the swine, don't throw them at the dogs. It's a derogatory. He's looking down on himself. Now, he isn't saying because the Lord's with him. He's saying because the Lord's with him, he's your king. But without the Lord, he's just a dog. Oh, Lord, you have given me these wonderful promises just because you want to be kind to me, because of your great heart. David realizes he did nothing to earn it. The whole time he's showing humility. He did nothing to earn the Lord's favor, but he was given it. He followed the Lord. He had faith. He believes these promises. He ain't questioning what the Lord's promising. He's questioning, why, Lord? Why make this promise to me? David knows that the Lord promised that he's going to keep his promises. That shows faith. But what David is doing is being humble. Oftentimes we can see the Lord's promises and think we're entitled to something. David doesn't do that there. Here. David is on the throne, and he humbles himself to the one he calls king, the one he calls Lord, realizing that everything he's been given has been nothing he's deserved. O Lord, there is none like you. There is none other God. In fact, we have never even heard of another God like you. You know, God's unlike anything else. Oftentimes other religions, their belief systems, their gods are what they make them, their viewpoints. But God alone is a God that blesses those who are undeserving. Oftentimes in religion, their viewpoint is you do this for your God and He'll bless you. The true God don't work that way. He blesses those who He chooses for His greater purpose. And oftentimes we don't deserve to be blessed. We never deserve to be blessed, because without Him we're nothing but wretched sinners. David knew this. David ultimately knew he couldn't do nothing without the Lord's help. David knew that it was by the Lord's help he defeated Goliath, that he killed all these men in the name of the Lord, that he became king in the name of the Lord. David knew this. We need to realize the good in us isn't of us, and it doesn't entitle us to anything. But they're all blessings from the Lord.